So good morning, everybody. Well, here I am. I'm walking along the beach today. I got a in front of me, just walking with me. But I needed to walk today just to unwind from yesterday because yesterday was one of my most frustrating travel experiences I've ever had. So, what happened? Well, I flew into Jamaica yesterday. There are 7 of us, and well, our first flight is from Ottawa to Toronto. And when we got to Toronto, um, the machine that brings up the ramp to get us off the plane didn't work. So we couldn't get off the plane. So we were stuck there 30 minutes. Now we only had an hour to get to our next flight. So needless to say, we had to rush from one end of the airport to the other to catch our next flight. Luckily we made that. And then the flight was wonderful. Staff was wonderful, everything's wonderful. And then we arrived in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And that's where the excitement started because, well, when we arrived, let's just say things went wrong. First of all, when we landed, and I didn't know this because I booked this kind of last minute for everybody. We just decided to go. And it was, they have a new rule here where you have to fill out an online form. Now, because I did not know we had to fill out the online form, we had to fill out that online form on the way here. So I did. We filled it out. It took us 30 minutes to fill it out for everybody because we had to access our own email and get security codes and all this other stuff. And then we had to try and find our hotels in this little app, and the app doesn't have our hotels and everything. Fine, get it through, go through the first security. Go up to those little machines you get when you arrive, and you fill in your information, you put your passport on it, and then you scan, and bam. Okay, how many days are you here? 7 days. Okay, where are you going? Royalton, Negro, and Jamaica. Perfect. Okay, boom. How many passengers? Are you any family members with you? No, I'm traveling by myself. Boom. Okay, done that. So I put that in, hit the enter button, started off, and get my ticket out. We all wait for each other. We head down. We have to show this ticket to the person, and they go, okay, you 6 go over there, and me go over there to another destination. I said, why? They said, well, there's something wrong on your ticket. Now, the line they went to had about 30 people in it. The line I went to had about 400 people in it. Because it seemed, when I was looking at the line, well, I stood in line for a while and I was watching. And I was watching all the different people coming to that person. And that person was sending, I'd say, 3 out of 5 people to my line. And there were 4 other lines that they were using to go through security. Those people had, different things on their different areas and that. So when I got there, I had to go to this 400-person line. It took an hour and 55 minutes to get up to the front. And you know what the error was? Can you guess what the error was? Did I enter something wrong on the machine? Did I enter something catastrophic in there? I entered the wrong passport number. It didn't match up. My age? What was it? The machine printed out that I was staying for 90 days. Now, clearly, I did not enter 90 days because there's only one button to press. And I pressed a 7 and entered. And it said when I pressed a 7, it entered. There was no mistake on it. But let's head back this way. So yeah, apparently the machine was printing out a lot of 90 days for people. And so the person goes, okay, puts a little red check mark beside my X that was on my piece of paper and sends me through. An hour and 45 minutes. That's besides the hour we were waiting to get into the security line. And meanwhile, my friends are out there. The luggage people, I'll give them a tip on this one. The luggage people would not let them take my luggage because my name wasn't on it. And they had somebody standing there. Now, when I got there were literally 2 bags left by the time I got to the line for my bag. And there were 2 guys standing there, and one of the bags was my bag. But talk about a frustrating day. Like, from start to beginning, everything seemed to be just, when we arrived here, a mess, shall we say, a mess. and then we arrive at this beautiful, look at the beautiful weather today. It's not expected to stay that way this week. It's supposed to be thunder showers and lightning storms all week. Well, I might get a lot of work done this week because I might not be able to go out of my room there. And I'm the only solo guy on the trip. But oh well, it is what it is. It was testing my limits of travel yesterday in frustration with the amount of, like, they literally, for the 400 people, 400, I'm not kidding when I say 400 people, and the line never shrunk. There were 2 people running the border services. 2. There were 3 people out front guiding you to the different ones that you can go check in at, but they only had 2. So if you figure out it takes between 40 seconds to a minute and a half minimum per person at 4 people, how long does it take to get through that line? Yeah, they got to do something. They got to do something. It was a ridiculously long amount of time, and it's not the way I wanted to start my relaxing vacation in Jamaica. I'll show you what the weather's like tomorrow, because when we arrived here, this whole area here was lit up, and I mean lightning flashes all over the place. It was a lightning show that, like, you would not believe. It was beautiful, and we weren't having any rain, just lightning storm galore. So yeah, that was the start of my relaxing vacation. It really to me sums up why I like going on cruises. And I may have to tell my friends, hey, if you want to travel with me from now on, maybe we have to do it on cruise ships, because I'm definitely not enjoying the vibe of some of the airport experiences I've been getting on my other trips. And especially right now, Jamaica.